In-cap inspection, I'm gonna go ahead and put on my seatbelt. Gotta make sure my seatbelt it locks properly. Make sure it's free from any wear and tear. You ask your passenger, could you please put on your seatbelt? And now I'm gonna go ahead and proceed to do a safety start, which consists checking it's in neutral, clutch all the way in, and start the truck. My ABS light went on and off. It means I have a good system. If it stayed on, I have a faulty system. Make sure you guys release the clutch real slow, because they can fail you for that. Okay, I'm getting ready to do my in-cap inspection. I'm gonna start by checking my floor. Make sure it's free from any debris, anything that can get stuck under my pedals. And from there, I'm gonna go ahead and check my emergency equipment, which I have my fire extinguisher, BC or better, 1 quart of capacity, not cracked or broken. I got my 3 red reflective triangles in good conditions, not cracked or broken. I got my spare fuses, and it's all DOT approved. Now I'm gonna check my pedals, make sure they're all working properly and none of them get stuck. I'm gonna start with my accelerator, my air brakes. None of them get stuck. My clutch should not have no less than 1.5 inch of free play, good conditions, and all 3 have the rubber on it in good conditions. And now I'm gonna go ahead and check my windshield. I'm gonna start with my left and my right, not cracked or broken, always clean, free from any stickers obstructing the view. Only sticker I'm allowed to have, as I mentioned earlier in my picture, my license plate up to date, weather strips both sides, left and right, no signs of any leaks. I got my visors, sun visors in good conditions, working properly, not cracked or broken. And then now I'm gonna check my left side and my right side windows and mirrors. I'm gonna go ahead and check my mirror, make sure it's properly clean, properly adjusted to the driver's view, and no stickers obstructing the view. And I'll be checking the same for my window, make sure it's not cracked or broken, always clean, free from any stickers obstructing the view. And it will be the same for my right side. Now I'm gonna go ahead and check my steering wheel, no more than 2 inches or 10 degrees of free play. And I'm gonna be checking my city horn and my highway horn, both working good. As long as one of them is working, I'm good to go. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start by checking my turn signals. And you ask the examiner, do you want to help me or you want me to do it in here? Dice, nah, do it in here. Okay, boom. Got my right turn signal working properly. And you lo apuntan. Now my left turn signal working good. If one of them is working really fast, it means I have a faulty light bulb. I need to get that fixed as soon as possible. Now my 4-way flashers working good. Another way to check is if I put my turn signals and I exit my vehicle and I do a walk around. Cancel it, turn signal, enough. And then now I'm gonna start by checking my left side of my panel and make my way up to the right side. I'm gonna start by checking my utility light in good working conditions. One function went on in case I need to work in my glad hands or my battery box. Now I'm gonna start with checking my oil pressure. Y dicen lo que está corriendo at the time, like normally it would be like at 45 to 50 psi, good conditions. Now my water temperature is gonna be like at 180 Fahrenheit, good conditions. My speedometer, la acelera, la RPM, working good. My RPMs and my speedometer, I cannot check it because I'm not moving my truck. I'll do it when I do my tug test. My fuel, I got about half a tank, plenty of gas. Then I got my primary and secondary air tanks both filled up to 125 psi, that being the maximum. And then now I'm gonna go ahead and check my panel dimmer in good working conditions. For the nighttime, if it's too bright, it will make me sleepy, so I gotta put it at a good setting. And then I got my mirror defroster heater for my left and right side mirrors. In case it's winter time and it's not working, my truck is automatically out of service until it gets fixed. Okay, now I'm gonna move on to my right side of my panel, and I'm gonna start with my Johnson bar, also known as my trolley bar. This is only to test the trailer brakes, not to break the trailer or to park it. Next I got my cruise control, put it on and you accelerate on and off, both working good. Washer fluid, boom, prende los wipers, and in the washer you hold it, working good. Push it one to go off. Next I got my lights, headlights working good, and I got my low beams and my high beams here. Next on the bottom I got my running lights for in case I'm parked at a truck stop, people know that there's a truck there so they don't hit me. And next I'm gonna go ahead and check my traction differential. This is to communicate the risk. In case there's an emergency in front of me, I'll warn the people behind me because they cannot see, because I do see it at 14 feet high. And then from there, I'm gonna go ahead and check over here my air valves. No signs of any leaks, in good conditions. This is for the airbags, but you guys don't have to say it. It's not really important. Pero si lo quieren tirar ahí, this is for when I'm gonna lower my cap so I can hook the trailer. You know, good working conditions. And I got my AC panel. I'm gonna turn on my AC. Lo prenden. Now my heater, my defroster. Esperan unos couple seconds, and once the air starts kicking in, okay, it's working good. In case it's winter time and it's not working, then I go ahead and my truck is out of service until it gets fixed by a professional. Make sure you put it back into the AC porque va a estar bien caliente y no sabes esperar el examiner. Alright, so now I'm finished with my in-cap inspection. Now I'm going to make sure I'm at 125 psi. I'm going to turn off my engine to proceed to do my air brake test. Lo pagan. Put the key in the on position. All the RPMs se van a hacer reset. ABS light went on and off. I have a good system. And I'm gonna start by releasing my valves. Y las apachurran para adentro. Takes 10 to 15 seconds to stabilize. Ahí dicen, okay, I'm going to start my static test. I should not lose more than 3 psi in 1 minute, 60 seconds. Corre el minuto. Okay, there goes my minute. I did not lose 3 psi. Now I'm gonna go ahead and test my brake pedal. I will apply from 90 to 100 psi pressure, and I should not lose more than 4 psi. Al momento que apachuran el brake pedal, ponen el tiempo. Se esperan todo el minuto. Alright, I didn't lose more than 4 psi in a minute. Now I'm going to test for my low warning signal. It should come on at 60 psi or below. So a los 60 abajito va a salir el low warning signal. You pump it hasta que sale. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, my low warning indicators, it's working good. Now I'm going to go ahead and proceed to do my spring brake valve, my pop-out test. I'm going to continue pressing my brake pedal, and at 45 to 25 up to 20 psi, the valves are gonna pop out. The first one's gonna come out first to prevent a jackknife, followed by the yellow one. Y ojos aquí, que ustedes quieren ver que salen las dos. En veces sale primero la rojo y luego unas cuantas más pompeadas y luego sale el yellow one. O en veces salen juntitas, like, so you keep pumping and then. Alright, my spring brake valves are working good. And now I'm gonna go ahead and proceed to do a safety start. Consists making sure it's in neutral, clutch all the way in, start my truck, release the clutch slowly. And now I'm going to accelerate to about 1500 RPM, and I'm going to build pressure from 80 psi to 115 psi within 45 seconds, 3.5 minutes. Y también lo toman cuando comienzan a acelerar. Ya cuando se llenan de perdida a 100, ya dicen, okay, it's build pressure. My air brakes is very good, it's successful. Now I'm going to proceed to do my tug test. For that, I normally would turn off my truck, put the key in my pocket for safety, but right now I'm doing my test, so I want to save some time. So I'm going to leave the truck running. This is when you get off. Y se bajan el 3-point step down. Aquí, el handle, y aquí, para abajo. Luego para atrás. Move the shocks. Seatbelt otra vez. Make sure que no apachurren la brake ya, porque si lo apachurran nos pueden fallar. Alright, so I removed my shock and I'm ready to do my tug test. I'm going to go ahead and go on to second or third gear. I'm going to put the clutch in. Go on second. And I'm going to release my yellow one, because I'm going to test my trailer brakes. So esas se quedan amarradas. Y estas para afuera, que son las de atrás. I'm gonna remove my clutch and I should feel a tug. Saca un poquito el clutch y va a sentir como que se quiere arrancar. Se va a amarrar y cuando siente eso lo mete para atrás el clutch. Okay, so it's working good. Now I'm gonna do the parking brake. Saca el parking brake y saca el trailer brake. Tratan de amarrarlas de aquí del tractor. Lo mismo. It's working good. Lo deja en cambio y todavía así. We say, okay, now I'm ready to do my my service brake, which is my entire system, tractor and trailer together as a combination. I will go 5 miles an hour, and I'm gonna go ahead and this perfect time to check the speedometer, and I'm gonna press on the brake with holding the steering wheel very lightly. If it moves to the right or to the left, it means I have suspension problems, flat tire, uneven pavement, or uneven cargo. Ya apachurra la otra. para irse, le pisa un poquito, clutch, lo brake. Okay, well, the speedometer was working good, and my truck didn't turn to the right or to the left. Now I'm going to reposition my truck. Si queda muy para afuera, la reposicionan, la ponen en neutral, en gira reversa, un poquito para atrás. Clutch neutral, brakes on. Saca el clutch pedito, and okay, I already finished my pre-trip inspection, my in-cap inspection, my air brakes, and my tuck test, and I'm ready to proceed to do my driving skills.